All right, guys, back with another video right here. So in this video, I just wanted to come on here with my friend. What's your name?
Hi guys. My name is Kevin.
Yeah. So Kevin right here, he is also an entrepreneur, I guess you could say, like me as well. We wanted to get on here and just give you guys some genuine advice, not just specifically about trading, but really just about the online money space in general. Talk about our successes, about our failures, what went right, what went wrong. And, I know there's a lot of you guys, especially that are trying to get into the online money space and don't really know where to start. Feels really intimidating. That's kind of how it was with me. I don't know how it was for you.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Nah, I was never intimidated. In the least egotistical way. Listen, when you have genuine intention and you start something and you just pave the way and you do it every single day, there's really nothing to be intimidated by. At the end of the day, this is simply an extension of yourself, and that's really nothing else you should worry about. If you wake up every day and you do what you want to, you do what your soul genuinely is what feels compelled to get done, then you have nothing to worry about. But so, what would you think? Why should these guys listen to you in particular, Mr. AB? I'm going to pass the mic.
That's a good question. That is a good question. Yeah. Well, if you guys don't already know who I am, I mean, I'm AB. I know a lot of you guys know who I am, but for the people who are new to the channel, and don't really know who I am, basically I've been day trading for 2 years now. It has been 2 years. I started in September 2023 and it is now September 2025. So it is exactly 2 years. And within these 2 years, I've cash collected $250,000 plus in payouts, straight with prop firms. And yeah, I mean, that's who I am, but who are you?
So my name is Kevin. I started posting TikToks when I was I think right when I just turned 16. It all started from me just wanting a free pair of shoes. That's really it. But since then, this year I've pulled 1.2 million in sales. I signed a $250,000 contract with my agency, and now we're going to China in about 12 hours.
12 hours, yeah.
So I did this all this year. I have been doing it for 3 years, but that's fine. Everything takes a while. Everything worth having takes a while. But that's just my credentials. That's why I've amassed over 100,000 followers from all of my socials. And I mean, yeah, that's my credentials. It's really it. There's nothing else much to it.
So just to give you guys a little bit of a background for both of us, we're just going to be talking about our stories, our journeys, and how we got into what we are doing right now currently. So how I got into trading was with my homie, actually. We were together painting a fence, helping restore a local park. So it was community service, and we were painting the same fence. We both had paintbrushes in our hand, stroking the fence.
Stroking that shit.
Just stroking that shit.
Stroking.
All right. Okay. All right. Shut the fuck up. All right. So, we were stroking the fence with our brush. So we were painting the brush. No.
For sure.
No. We were painting the fence together. All right. And this fucker, he's painting the fence with one hand, and in his other hand, he has his phone, and he has candlesticks on the phone. And at this time, I didn't even know what trading was. I had no introduction to trading at all. I didn't even know what he was doing. So I look at his phone and I ask him what the fuck he's doing. And he just fucking yells out, bang, TP hit. I'm like, bro, what the hell is a TP? I don't even know what a TP is. All right. And he's like, yeah, bro, I just made 5K. I just made 5K while painting the fence. Like, that doesn't even make sense. All right. But just to break it to you guys, if you guys know a little bit about trading, it was on an evaluation. So it was fake money. So that shit was not real at all. But, that was just like a little bit of an introduction of how I got into trading. Like, that's my first taste of how, I guess, the experience felt, right? Like, with trading, yeah, like what the potential it could be, what you can actually do with trading. All right. So I yapped a little bit way too much right there, but that was my story. Let me give it over to Kevin.
All right, guys. So I was a jit in high school. I was 15, and I just wore Vans every day to school. And I would get laughed at because I had no drip. No, I'm kidding. That didn't happen. No one cared about me. But anyways, I did want drip, though. I'm going to be real. I started getting into TikTok and TikTok fashion. That's kind of when it blew up, when I was when I was 15, sophomore in high school. And I kind of just started posting about shoes because I wanted a free pair of shoes because I was poor. You know what I mean? Living in a Mexican family with five sisters, it's not fun. But yeah, that's kind of where it began. I kind of literally just wanted some free fucking pairs of shoes. And that's really how it started. Fun fact though, when I did start getting shoes, like a month later, I pulled my first $5,000 month just from commissions, which is pretty fucking cool. I was doing that that's when I just turned 16. So I was doing that at 16, and that was pretty fucking cool. I was low-key on top of the world. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Yeah. I walked in that bitch like my shit was like 15 inches long. I had the biggest ego. And looking back at that now, I don't blame myself, but at the same time, like 5K, come on. Like you're not even, I'm making 20, 25, 30K a month, and I'm not even, now my shit is shriveled up. So yeah.
I guess I should be talking about how much I was making as well, or how long it actually took me to make what I am making right now. So I'm gonna add that part to my story. So really just started in September 2023. That's when I actually started to take it seriously. And to my first payout, to my first $1,000 payout, it took me October, November, December, January. So it took me 4 whole months to get my first payout. And in trading, that is relatively pretty quick. That is really quick. Yeah. But from January to get to 20K months, it took me around like 6-7 months. So August, I had my first 5K month. September, that was my first 10K month ever. And then October, that was the snowball effect right there. Not your first payout isn't really your snowball effect. A lot of people say that, but it really isn't. I think it's when you actually start breaking into the mid 4 figures to 5-figure months. And then after that, it's just been 20, 25K months. These 2 months, 2.5 months, past 2.5 months, I did $125,000 in payouts with one prop firm alone. So yeah, that's basically how long it took to get to the type of money that I'm making right now.
So we don't really like to write scripts. We like to keep everything raw, simple, and authentic. So we're just going to start off with a question and see where we go from there. So what do you feel was the biggest deciding factor that led to you getting over $250,000 in payouts in easily one of the hardest things to make money in while you're young?
So I would really say the biggest thing, okay, this might be a little bit fucked up to say, but genuinely, I think putting yourself in a position or being in a position where you never want to go back to where you were before, I think that is really the biggest thing that led to my success.
So essentially kind of like that one, I don't know if it's philosophy or art, but like burning the boats type of thing?
Yeah. Like burning the boats, I guess you could say. I don't wish this upon anybody, but I feel like in trading, especially, like it will happen. Like it's low-key inevitable. You're going to lose low-key a shit ton of money. Obviously you can prevent it, but you're going to lose quite a bit of money before you actually, I guess, quote unquote, make it out.
So isn't that basically like learning to be uncomfortable then?
Really? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And adjusting and adapting.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. It really is just learning to succeed in conditions that are unfavorable. I'd say that's the best way to put it.
That's the best way to put it. Yeah. I agree.
So for example, right, there's going to be so much noise all around you. There's going to be so much noise because you're doing things that are against the norm, right? They don't kind of conform to the norm, to the societal norms. And you have to push through all that noise. You have to genuinely block out all of the noise. And if you can't do that, then you're not going to make it in a field where there's no rules. There really is no sort of structure. It's really just, yeah, nobody's telling you to do anything. You have to make your own decisions. You are the boss of everything. So just talking more about the situation that I was in. When I lost $75,000 in profits in one morning, in one morning, I'm not even making this shit up. That was genuinely the darkest moment in my life. I was in the back of a college classroom. I was in the back of a college classroom and I was trading pre-market and I lost $75,000 in one session. So I blew months of profits. So 2 or 3 months worth of profits and I blew it all in one session.
That's crazy.
And I still don't forget about it. This was like probably back in March. So circling back to you, what do you think that was the biggest thing that led to your success?
That's a pretty good question. Thank you. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Biggest thing that led to my success. Boys, I'm not gonna lie to you. In the least, I don't know, weird cliche possible. I'm not gonna lie, boys. It's gonna be daddy issues. So I remember an argument. My parents didn't believe in me in the slightest. They said they did, but they're fucking lying. I remember I have an argument with my dad, and he was saying, I remember to this day, specifically exactly where, when, the facial expressions, and the first time I ever got punched. So I remember him saying to me, he said, keep up with those stupid little videos. You will never make it anywhere. And then he proceeded to call me a failure. And I remember that. And even till this day, it fuels my every action. So in the least healthy way possible, it's going to sound so bad, but positive reinforcement's great. Negative reinforcement will turn you into a different person when it comes to achieving what you want to do. Because every action aligned, it's not only for you, it is for proving someone or a group of people wrong. And that, unfortunately, has more will and will awaken more energy inside of you than any good job can even fathom. It's kind of like this refers to whiplash. Yeah, hearing good job is great, but getting a chair flung at your head for doing something wrong is even better. So when every action is, I can't fuck up unless a chair gets held at my head, suddenly you start doing extremely well. And unfortunately, it takes that pressure for people to succeed. And people either can't withstand that pressure, they're not for it, or they can't put their pressure onto themselves. So easily, the biggest thing that led to me being successful is proving people wrong. That's just something that I need to do.
Yeah.
So that's easily probably the thing that led. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have gone as hard as I did. So, yeah. I don't know what else to go now.
Damn. Yeah, no, that's fucking crazy, bro. I can't even lie. I mean, honestly, just to add to that, talking about, I guess, guilt. I always felt really guilty.
Guilt.
It really was guilt.
It's a fuckload of mentality.
Yeah, it really.
In the least cliche way possible. It's a lot of mentality, bro. A lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, 99% of the game, like not even trading in general.
It's just the way you think, bro.
It really is just the way you think. Actually, that's a good point. I want to talk about limiting beliefs. A lot of people in the world, they have limiting beliefs. Now, one good thing I like to say, I'm not really that big of a materialistic person, but one thing that I would like to say is that, bro, you see all these crazy things out there in the world, bro. You see fucking Ferraris, Lambos, young ass people driving these cars, like young ass people doing crazy shit. And it's not even about chasing the materialistic things, but like, how can you see these crazy things in the world, right? And not get pissed off. I think that is actually honestly what led to my success, bro. Fuck all that shit. Fuck everything else, bro. It's literally just about taking shit personally. I honestly believe if you don't have a drive, right? If you don't have some sort of drive in this world, why the fuck are you living?
You're not. They're surviving. A lot of people are surviving. It's very sad. It's very sad.
A lot of people survive, but they don't live. They don't want to live.
They get to the end of the day. They don't enjoy the day.
Mm-hmm. People are very content at where they're at right now. And I think that is one thing that actually separates a successful person from an unsuccessful person. Not being content with your situation. If you are in a shitty situation, right? If you do not like your life and you constantly complain about it, and if you're not doing anything about it, what is wrong with you? Genuinely, what is wrong with you?
Waste of space. Waste of space.
Really just a waste of space.
In the least black pill way possible. In the least black pill way possible. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Do you believe there is an individual aspect to success? For example, so you see people in, it's a pretty big topic. People talk about this systematic racism, how it's hard for black people to get successful, etc. Do you believe that it's truly a mindset thing, or do you think that there's seriously like things that hold people back?
I mean, I think, your upbringing does matter. I feel like the situation that you've been raised in, I feel like that does matter a lot. But I feel like a lot of people use that as an excuse to cope. Like, genuinely, people use that as an excuse to cope.
It's a fuckload of cope.
It is a lot of cope.
A ton of cope.
Like, people will be in the suburbs. Like there'll be fuckers just in the suburbs.
It is really easy to say, oh, I couldn't do that because of XYZ. It's really, really easy to do that.
Yeah.
Really easy.
And I was honestly the same way as well. Like, just to be honest, I'd be like, oh, exactly. Like, for content is a great example.
I was not for content.
No. It wasn't even about that. It was literally like, I was texting you as well. I was talking about
Not for me. It's not me.
that. And also I was like, oh, I probably won't get views because I'm Indian.
True.
Right. I was literally telling you that.
That's like a really, really small dude. That's so crazy. Okay. So this is like kind of goes into, I guess, not giving a fuck what anybody thinks. Kind of like not being insecure, like self-confident. When you start something, a big thing that helped me out with just recording every single day. The people that have 1 million in my space, the people that have 1 million followers, are the people you look up to in your respective field. If they saw you starting, they wouldn't say anything negative. They wouldn't dare to be like, oh, you're a bitch. You know what I mean? Your videos fucking suck. Where they would probably say that to, you know what I mean, make you better, but they wouldn't genuinely try to put you down because that's their thing. So it's like, it really doesn't matter what other people think about you. This is like a 2013 fucking bullying thing from elementary school. But like, seriously.
No, it's true.
It's really, really hard. Even what he brought up, because he's not going to get views because he's Indian. But those really, really small things like that will creep into your mind and they will change your actions. And it can seriously be a deciding factor on if you're going to make it in life. So please, in the most simplest way I can put it, don't give a fuck. Like, there's nothing else to say. Like, don't care what literally anything. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks about you. If this is what you want to do, please make it happen. Take it from us. Make it happen. Wake up every day with the mission statement in mind of this is what I want my life to be like. And it is your job to make that happen.
Going on more into the part about not really giving a fuck about what other people think. I mean, like that was the main reason what really held me back from making content. Like literally just the fact that I'm Indian. Like you don't
really, really small.
Yeah, it's really small. I had a lot to offer. I knew I had a lot to offer in the space. And I guess you could say that, my view count, my subscribers, the followers I have, it kind of reflects that, right? People listen to me because I have genuine advice to give. And I think that's a big trait about me is that, I love to help people. I love to give advice out, but it's just, I let little things like that kind of creep into my head, or I used to let little things like that creep into my head and stop me, from, I guess, achieving great things, I guess you could say.
It also reminds me of like, you are giving value to before you can take value from the world, you must give value to the world. So you can't expect to have things without giving something in return. It's kind of like what's that anime? A Full Metal Alchemist?
I don't watch anime. This dude's a fucking geek.
Anime. I'm a weeb. I don't give a fuck. Something of equal value must be lost for something to be gained. So you must give something. Yep. Yeah, that's loud as fucking. That is. If you truly want to be the person that you look up to, you have to give everything. It's cliche, but I genuinely believe that. Seriously. Okay, so adding on to that, because I don't know. Limiting beliefs, he was saying, be as stubborn as humanly fucking possible. I know you hear this a lot from people that with way more credentials, way more money than me, but please take it from me. If someone is telling you cannot do something, I remember saying this in a video and I'm going to say it again. If someone's telling you can't do something, you owe it to me and you owe it to yourself to do that shit twice. Simply put, if you believe you can do it, this is kind of like a Nike ad. Just do it. It feels corny as fuck, but genuinely from the bottom of my heart, please don't listen to anybody but yourself. That's also the biggest, holy shit, that's the biggest advice. Nah, if you're going to listen to anybody, listen to the son of a bitch in the mirror. Because 9 times out of 10, you either learn from it or you're in a 10 times better position in life, and both of which you are gained. So you have nothing, absolutely nothing to lose. So that's my 2 cents.
No, that's perfect. One thing, actually the last thing I want to end off on is the biggest risk is not taking a risk at all.
The biggest risk is not. Yeah. What a fucking way to end it.
It's
beautiful.
It's crazy, man. I mean,
it's almost like art. Fuck.
I guess, bro. I guess it is. So is that the end?
I believe that's the end. I have nothing else to say. Do you have anything else to say? Anything on final notes, Mr. AB?
Chase your fucking dreams, bro.
Please. You see these things on social media and you, for some reason, they feel and they seem out of reach. But one day when you put your head down and you work, suddenly, a $20,000 wire is going to hit and your entire life is going to change. And that will be the day that you truly begin to live your life. So on that note, we're going to go to China. We're going to fuck some hookers and we're going to have fun because we earn this shit. We love you guys. Take action today. Do whatever you want. Have a good one. We love you guys. Peace.
Bye.